Hello out there. In this video I begin to share some selections from Striking Thoughts, a book from the widow and a friend of Bruce Lee, sharing some of the most enlightening and striking thoughts from his notes which he left behind. Uh, this book's divided up into 8 chapters, and I'll get to those chapters. I'll at least run through what the chapters are eventually. But I'm gonna make a few videos here, and I won't necessarily grab a selection from each chapter, but I won't go in any specialized order, but I'm gonna try to pick out a few interesting selections to share. And the first one I will pick comes from the chapter called On First Principles. And this thought, this note has some comments. Open us up to how Bruce Lee thought about Western philosophy. And there are several comments throughout the book which mention Western philosophy as opposed to Eastern philosophy, and vice versa. Western philosophy's denial of reality. The Western approach to reality is mostly through theory, and theory begins by denying reality. To talk about it, to go around it, to catch anything that attracts our senses, to intellect and to abstract it away from reality itself. To abstract whatever we're talking about away from reality itself. Thus, philosophy begins by saying that the outside world is not a basic fact, that its existence can be doubted, and that every proposition in which the reality of the outside world is affirmed is not an evident proposition, but one that needs to be divided, dissected, and analyzed. It is to stand consciously aside and try to square a circle. So Lee did not think much of this approach, but we can discuss that matter elsewhere, perhaps. Reality and the law of cause and effect. The cause must have the same reality as the effect. And I think there's another striking thought I wanted to share, if I can find it. The subject-object relationship and the moon in the water. The phenomenon of moon in the water is likened to human experience. The water is the subject and the moon the object. When there is no water, there is no moon in the water. And likewise, when there is no moon, there's no moon in the water. Oh, that was the end of the sentence. When there is no water, there is no moon in the water. And when the moon is not out, there's no moon in the water anyway. That's what he's saying. But when the moon rises, the water does not wait to receive its image. And when even the tiniest drop of water is poured out, the moon does not wait to cast its reflection. For the moon does not intend to cast its reflection, and the water does not receive its image on purpose. The event is caused as much by the water as by the moon, and as the water manifests the brightness of the moon manifests the clarity of the water. Very interesting, very interesting.